y'all missed us last week. Listen. Me and Twonta was on Voxer like, girl, I got people over. Well, she had people over. Y'all know I had nobody over my house but my children, my husband, honey. I had a lot of cooking to do, though. So we know you guys missed us last week, but we are back at it again for the Sister Connection show. Yeah. I think what episode we're in, Twonta?
Girl.
Yes. Yeah.
I want to say 9. I think.
Yes, I do think we're at episode 9. So we are.
This is our
okay,
last.
Give me one phone. I think. Yeah, we are closing out season 8 of the show. So we're super pumped about that. I don't know what those of you who are watching. This year has gone by so fast, right, Twonta?
It went by too quick.
Came and gone.
This year is about to wind down.
It's winding down, and I feel like, and Twonta and I were talking about this yesterday. Yeah. I feel like now that we're winding down, everyone. Sorry, that's my son. Everybody else is trying to wind down too.
Yes,
and we don't want y'all to do that. We want y'all to turn it up, right? The best time to turn it up. So, that's really the whole foundation of tonight's topic. I know Twonta is going to jump into more of it in just a second, but I also want to let you guys know we have an amazing milestone that we need each and every one of you help, every one of you guys help to reach. So, all right, I want y'all to share this out. If you're on YouTube right now, it's very important for my YouTube viewers. Okay, yes. I know we're streaming live on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and all those other places. But if you're a YouTube user, if you're watching us on YouTube, or you watch us anywhere else, jump on YouTube. We just need 3 more subscribers to make 100 subscribers. So we need you guys' help. We really want to accomplish that milestone this month, if not on tonight's show. So even if you're watching this on a replay and you see that red subscribe button, that means you're not subscribed to the channel. It's like you're watching, like somehow YouTube, landed our video onto your timeline. Mm-hmm. So we want you to hit that button and make sure you hit the bell button to get notifications every time we go live. So if you're already subscribed, do me a favor, share with your sister friends, your mama, your sister, your auntie, your godmama, whoever.
Yeah.
And get them to subscribe to this channel, because we definitely, our main goal is all about sisterhood, stability, and spirituality, right? But we can't do all that unless we grow. Right. So we're at 97 subs right now as of December. Tomorrow's December, but I'm saying December 2022. So we want to break that milestone. And that's the thing about life too, guys. No matter how big or small, a milestone is a milestone, right, Twonta?
It really is. It is.
Right.
And look how fast we have grown since we've been on YouTube. We haven't even been on here that long.
No.
I mean, we're like almost to 100 subscribers. That's
amazing. Because in the beginning we were mainly doing a show on Facebook. Like we wasn't even playing over here on the tube.
Right.
But we understand the momentum that YouTube brings on how it exposes you to people everywhere, right? So definitely, guys, make sure you subscribe. I see Diane over there hanging out too. Thank you for hopping on. So we have an amazing topic to talk to you guys about. Self-care event. Quick recap was off the freaking chain. You want to share some of that, Twonta?
Yes, we had a good time on our self-care event, which was a couple of weeks ago. And the ladies came, had a good time, and it was perfect time. We had a brunch setup versus normal 7, actually at 8 o'clock. Or 8:30 actually set up. So we had a brunch time set, and it was actually cool. It really was fun. The ladies had their coffees, their teas, or whatever they had, and it was just amazing. We dip and dab in the samples that the ladies purchased, their packets and kits, and we just had fun. We really did. We asked some questions. We went around, talked, and all that good stuff. It was really fun. So of course, we love doing our self-care events. It's something that Leticia and I truly take at heart, because we want us sisters to be reminded of how important it is to have a self-care. Okay. And it's so important for us ladies to make sure you put that on your calendar. Self-care event. I need not self-care event, but it's true. You need to do that. But I need to have my own personal self-care me time, or however you want to
Yeah.
describe it, right? And so,
Right.
we have been so onto this self-care event. And of course, you all have been so consistent in participating and coming in and having fun and all of that. We love you guys for that. And so we definitely
Hmm.
going to expand some more ideas. We're going to implement some more ideas into our self-care event. And it's going to be really interactive, very fun, all those great things. So we definitely are excited of what is to come for the new year. So get ready for that. We get ready for what we're going to introduce to you all and all that good stuff. And we definitely want you all to participate, because it's for you. It's not just for me and Leticia. It's for all of you sisters, and you all deserve to be a part of this sisterhood, and just to integrate and to have a good time with all of your sisters, because you never know where your blessings may fall, right in the midst of that circle. So
Right.
don't turn away from the opportunity when we host, when we promote this out to you every month. You
Hmm.
never know who that person could be, a great blessing, to your business or to your career, whatever that you have going on in your life. But yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you mentioned about how what like sort of like a seeding everyone on here about
Mhm.
what we're going to be doing in 2023. But I'm thinking let's call it self care 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Because
Ooh, I
we're
like
definitely there's so
that.
much. Yes, there's so many entities to self care, and Twonta and I communicate on Voxer all the time. So we were like voice messaging each other yesterday, like, "Oh yeah, girl, yeah." So it was fun, like when you have a high five friend, and I think a lot of us need that, women in our lives who is like, not, it's just like, yeah, girl, high five, we got this,
Yeah,
instead of the ones that
yeah.
are just like spreading negativity and woe is me and stuff like that. And I
Right,
always
right,
felt
right.
like in the past that in the past, I felt like there's a quality about me that in the past I felt was very weird. It's
Mhm.
like, I'm a very sympathetic person, but I have like this barrier with myself, and it's not from trauma or anything like that. It's
Mhm.
just because of my upbringing on how when people come to me with a problem or a situation, something that's fixable, not obviously things that is like, okay, girl, we got to really pray on a miracle for this. I'm talking about things that you can easily fix. I just don't go into that moment of sadness and like, oh my God, let me pat you on the shoulder. I'm like, girl, let's do this. Let's
Make
expand
it
this. Let's do this
happen.
even bigger. And I feel like in 2023, we need that. Yes, next year is going to
Yeah.
be an amazing year for everyone on the side of my voice. But it's also going to be a year of challenges. It's going to be a year where you may have the devil's going to play around with you, you know and you
Mhm.
got to know that that's coming, so you got to prepare yourself for that. Now we're going to dive into some of that today, but yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys hopping on tonight. So without further ado, I see a couple people hopping on. Let's do a quick shout out. Diane. I
Hey
see
there,
Miss
yeah.
Shanta. She's my virtual cousin, honey. I call her my virtual cousin.
Hey,
How you doing,
Shanta.
sis? What's the tea, girl?
Hey,
Yeah.
Shanta. How you
Yeah,
doing, girl?
me and Shanta always share money moves. Like she'll send me some. I got your message the other day. She's like, "Yeah,
Oh,
girl, hop on this
cool.
right now." I'm like, "Yeah." All right, love. Twonta, share what the topic's going to be about tonight, love. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Our topic for tonight, ladies, is called Stay Ahead of the Pack. Stay ahead of the pack. And what's the pack? Well, we're going to tell you what the pack is, right? But ladies, this is the time for us to actually start, preparing ourselves. Not so much, when it comes to 2023, but start now, right? And a lot of you, thank you, Bo. Thank
What you said, girl? Go the gas. Go to the queue. Yes.
I
She
try
kept
to
on
look
here.
cute.
She's like, "Ooh, blue strawberries, honey." Yes.
I try to be grown for a little bit, honey.
Yes. Yeah, she be listen. We do what we can do. Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. But as I was saying, we have so much fun in here, y'all. You know, we just keep it real. We ain't trying to be all professional, even though, you know. But anywho, stay ahead of the pack is something that I shared with my girl Leticia yesterday. And I think we need to be reminded of how important for us to really stay focused and not so much, you know, wait until what's next. You know what I mean? Just stand on the sidelines and just say, I'm just gonna wait until the ball drops. And then
Mm-hmm.
stroke of midnight, January 1st, 2023. Then I'm gonna go ahead and write my list of what I want to do for the new year. I think we have built, created this tradition of just waiting until the end of the year to
Mm-hmm.
start, developing or producing ideas and dreams and all that stuff. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but ladies, we need to be ahead of
Mm-hmm.
those issues, those things that we're going to talk about tonight,
Mm-hmm.
because when January comes, you won't have to be scratching your head trying to figure out what you're going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
You already have already move forward, okay? And everybody
Mm-hmm.
else is behind. And it feels so good to be ahead and not the tail.
That's right.
You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying? And we
Ooh.
keep saying that, I'm the head, not the tail, but yet you still sitting in the back end,
Mm-hmm.
waiting for somebody to pull you up ahead. No,
Right.
you got to do it yourself. You
Yeah.
got to do it yourself. So yeah, we're going to talk about some things tonight about what it means about to stay ahead of the pack.
I love that. And I want y'all to type in the chat real quick. I set the momentum. I want
That's
that. I want
good.
that to be a pledge. Hey, LaShawn, what's the tea? Yes. I want y'all to type in I'm talking about you. You set the momentum. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we cannot wait for people to come along to motivate us. We cannot wait for people to come along to inspire us. We have to set our own momentum. Okay.
Yeah.
And that is so important because that allows you to really start to pump up more energy within yourself, get excited about what you're doing, right? Shanta said, yes, we have to consistently work. Procrastination is heavy. I'm working on moving my feet. I set the momentum. You set the momentum. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
you setting momentum even when you're having your haters and naysayers around you. You setting your own momentum even when nobody shows up.
Yeah.
Even when nobody supports you.
Right.
Even when there's crickets, you set the momentum. If you're all boring and dry and you think that that's your personality, no, it's not. That's a choice.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. A lot of people around me are now talking about that word choices. I'm like, oh my God, like you are totally like setting, the momentum, right? So it's like that is important that, is not being fake or anything like that. Is you saying, you know what? I'm going to choose a different personality today. I'm going to choose a different feeling today because God is bringing me into something that's amazing and powerful. You just got to really tap into it. Okay.
Absolutely. So let's go to the first point tonight, ladies. Okay. What is that we need to stay ahead of? The first thing that we need to stay away is from the doubters. We need to stay ahead of the doubters. And the reason is because, they continue to slow you down.
Oh, yes.
When you ask for, hey, Pele.
Hey, Pele. How are you? This is one of my clients.
Oh, wonderful. When you ask or share your ideas or your dreams or whatever to your friends or associates or whoever, they may listen to you, but they're not really being truly sincere. They're not really totally 100% like supportive of what you want to do. So they pour some doubt in your thinking because you're all excited and everything, and they're like, "Well, do you have the means to support this? Or
right.
Do you think that you are financially ready to make this big leap? Do you think you're gonna be able to successfully win in this kind of economy? You've been there, done that. And You thought about it before you even brought it to that person's attention, but then they bringing it back to your attention again, and then that has you to start slowing your pace a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And been in this situation before,
Mm-hmm.
and you know where it led you. It led you
Mm-hmm.
right back in the back burner, and you still scratch your head trying to figure it out or try to
Mm-hmm.
decipher, should I or could I? Should I or could I? Or can I put it that way? And by the
Mm-hmm.
time you make your decision, that blessing or that idea is already gone to someone else, or
That's
someone else
right.
is doing what you have been thinking about doing, and
Mm-hmm.
now they have achieved what you wanted to achieve, and now you feel so upset. You feel like, okay, this was never meant for me to do it.
Right.
Okay, I'm not equipped enough for that. So
Mm-hmm.
this is what we need to do. You need to just stay away from those doubters, bottom line, because all they're
Mm-hmm.
going to do is just going to, push you back and keep you back from pursuing what you see yourself doing. And you've been probably seeing yourself doing this for a long, long time. But like
Mm-hmm.
Leticia said, you have to keep the momentum. You got to keep going in spite of what that doubter or doubters says, whoever that person may be. It could be the closest person in your life, and normally is usually a friend or family
Mm-hmm.
that always got something negative or something, not so supportive to say in regards, because they
Mm-hmm.
know you. That's the thing. The people know you. They
That's
know
right.
you're good, you're bad, you're uglies. They know your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
They know your downfalls. And nine
Mm-hmm.
times out of 10, they will always bring your mistakes up and your downfalls up.
Mm-hmm. And their mistakes and their downfalls. Say, well, I tried it. This is what happened for me.
Exactly. As
Yeah.
opposed to saying, like, well, you know what, girl, you got this, you great, this is a perfect time to make it happen
Right.
because other people are not doing it right now. They should be saying something like that. But we normally have people that always have to bring up your past, always bringing up
Mm-hmm.
your junk, and have you to second guess whether or not if this is the right time or the right season to go ahead and pursue and move forward in your dreams.
Spot on. Spot on. I want to ask y'all a question. How many of y'all believe that faith without works is dead? Type in me in the chat right now. Don't
Mm-hmm.
know where that is in the Bible. It's in the book of James, right? We hear that all the time. I remember when I hired my very first mentor down in Whittingham, she used to talk about that all the time. Faith without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. And it just engraved in my mind
Awesome.
over and over again in the entrepreneurial space because it's true. So if you
Yeah.
believe that faith without works is dead, I want you to type in me, right? But here's the thing. If you are living in doubt or if you're around doubt, doubt is a lack of faith.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you that said me and all of you who didn't say me, but you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know faith without works is dead. Hey, got a newbie. Hey, newbie. I want y'all to know that from now all the way into 2023, you cannot have somebody type in the word any, doubt about what it is you're about to pursue.
None.
Okay, because that is such a lack of faith.
It is.
Okay, that it's just going to set you back, way back, and it's not worth it. You cannot be around doubters or doubtful people because what is in the Bible? Woman walks across coal in a wedding dress. Guess what's going to happen? It's going to get dirty.
Mm-hmm.
We got to stop thinking we're so negativity bounces off of us. That's not true. We're still human.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all having a human experiences, and we're around people who are negative, who are doubters. We're going to inherit that.
Yep.
It's almost like you're suffocating yourself, right? So I want y'all to understand that you got to have faith. You got to see things as if it's actually your reality.
Yeah.
You got to cut yourself that multi-million-dollar check for 2023, and you're going to say, this is what I'm going to earn by the end of next year. I'm going to start now. I want to start today. I'm not going to have no doubt. And also have a mechanism or a strategy or some type of routine. I learned this in therapy, that when there's certain things that trigger your doubt, because I don't think we all inherently choose to be doubt. I think there's certain triggers that comes up. I know for me, I shared on the show how I remember, growing up, I never really bought stuff for myself. So one day when I went to Sears, because Sears was like huge back in the day. How many of y'all remember Sears, right? And I spent like $200 for myself on clothes. Now that's a lot at Sears because they have some good deals, honey. Okay.
Yes, low.
Yes. And I came outside with a huge white Sears bag that said the word Sears in blue. And my mom was like, why you bought all that for yourself? So the next day I went back, returned everything that I bought, and just kept one pair of pants. And that was just for work, to wear to work. So that's something that's triggering for me that I had to grow into, saying I deserve this. Like when I get stuff for myself or when I invest in different things, I deserve this. That's my mechanism with any doubt when it comes to, as what Twonta and I gets into every month, self-care and just taking care of us, you know. Right.
Yeah. I believe, faith is your engine to keep you going ahead of the doubters. That's how you should see faith, as your engine. It keeps going. It has that momentum, as Leticia had mentioned to you ladies at the beginning. It keeps you moving. It keeps you going. And you are bypassing, you see the view of when you're on a train or any type of automobile, any type of transportation, and you're looking out the window, you see the view of things, of people, whatever, but yet you pass by because they, now it's out of sight, out of mind.
Right. Yeah.
And that's how you should view your doubters. They're out of sight and out of your
mind.
Period.
You have to.
Now you got to stay ahead of the pack. You got to stay ahead of the game. You got to be on top. You got to be way ahead than all these other people that, that wants to see you fail. That's the thing with doubters. They want to see you fail. That's the thing too. We got to look at it in that perspective, because if you got people that always come to you saying the same old negative garbage all the time, and they may change how would I put it? They may change the delivery, right, of the conversation and try to be a little bit more sincere, but yet they still kind of be nasty with it or sarcastic with it. At the end of the day, they're still not 100% supportive of what you want to do. So just to avoid getting yourself bruised or hurt or what have you, just go walk away from that.
Absolutely. And sometimes, and because I'm a coach and a mentor, I see that sometimes with, a very small proportion of my clients where, you get those who come to class, consistently and show up, and then all of a sudden you don't see them show up anymore. It's more of like, when we have so much doubters in our lives and when we're doubting ourselves, we project that on the wrong thing. Like instead of trying to do things that's going to help us, like promote our businesses and make money, instead of doing that's going to help us get out of our hole, we say, I'm going to stop, reevaluate my life, figure things out because I'm overwhelmed, I'm stuck, and it's just so much going on. And that's where the excuses come in, and they drown, me in the DMs or in the emails. Oh my God, I got this going on. My husband, my children, my this and that. I'm like, girl, you doing something right now that's going to get you out of that hole. You could doing something right now that's going to rescue not just you, but your entire family for generations. Don't stop doing that, right? That's like your business is like you meeting Jesus at the well, right? Don't say, I'm not going to come to the well. No, I'm showing up to the well. This is where I'm going to get my cup full. This is where I'm going to be full. I'm not going to thirst anymore. Right. But a lot of us want to stay in that desert. And I realized that through the years of me coaching and mentoring, that I have to allow people to go through their process, but understand and recognize what it really is in their life and not project it even onto myself as a mentor. Because a lot of us who are offering services and courses, sometimes that we do that because most of us are empaths, right? Yeah. And we just take on the energy of people. We got to understand, listen, she's going through something. And she's allowing all this doubt and allowing all these doubters to suffocate her dreams, goals, and aspirations. And we got to say, type in the comments right now, y'all, I got to stop. Even if you're like, girl, I ain't doing that right now. There may come a time when you may come close to it.
I got to stop now.
Yeah, because when you're building momentum, like y'all say, I create my own momentum. When you're building that, devil's going to want to come right around the corner and make you stop. Shanta said, you can't stop. You can't stop. This is confirmation. I'm going the right way. Absolutely. I was literally thinking and talking about this today. Okay, Shanta, we're glad. And I say this several times. A lot of times what God tells us in the spirit, he confirms for us in the flesh. And that's how we, not the flesh, but in the physical. And that's why we always have an ear open out there. Absolutely.
Oh, yes. So what's number two? What's number two? Stay ahead of what? What is the next thing that we need to stay ahead of? The haters. Now, I want you to put down in the comments, ladies, what is your definition of a hater?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
I can tell you, I feel like a hater is anybody who is a hater is an insecure person. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even take it to the fact that, oh, you just don't like me because you don't like me. I feel like you're just an insecure person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. But that's a good question, Twonta. What is the definition for you guys when it comes to the word hater? And just so you guys know, while you're answering that, we're about to have the afterglow right after this show. And the afterglow is where we bring you guys all together. Trish just posted the link in the chat for you guys. So once we're done with this show, you're going to go to that link that our amazing producer Trish put in the chat to hang out with us after the show. Okay? Right. It's not recorded. You don't have to have your camera on, and we talk more about the topic, and we go a little bit more deeper into conversation. Shanta said, keep making moves, stop overthinking it. Absolutely, especially when you're getting it out the mud. And I also think, because I hear this all the time from clients, when you're overthinking, that's a form of doubt. That is a form of doubt, because if you overthink something, that means whatever you thought of is what you're supposed to be doing. Right. So if you're overthinking it, you're leaving room for doubt. So LaShawn said, jealous person. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Paula says, anyone that feels that they have to belittle others to make themselves feel or look better.
That's right.
Yeah. Keisha says, people intimidated by your growth.
Oh, yeah.
How to hide it.
Nope. They just don't know how to hide it. They can't hold it in. They got to tell you, girl.
Yes. Now, the reason why I asked you ladies to give your own definition of haters is because are these the persons that you describe and are relatable to you? Are these the people, the definition that you have given us, is this because of someone in your life that's a hater? Have they been this way towards you? And are they still actively involved in your life, still treating you that way, or still, presenting themselves that way? And if they are presenting themselves that way, what are you doing about it? Are you still allowing them to come and coming in your circle and start causing kind of conflict or what have you? Or are you actually, or have you already done it where you just blocked that thing or that person and said, you know what, I love you, but I don't like you. I love you, but I don't like your attitude. I love you, but I don't like this jealousy, this spirit that you have that is causing so much conflict and strife in my life, in my relationships, or whatever the case may be. And, and this is great for those of you who have actually took hold of that and verbally express your concerns about that person, because we got haters, people we personally know, and there's people we don't even know that do hate you. They don't have to know you to hate you. Okay. No. They don't have to know you from Adam to hate you. And we have witnessed that all, on television, on social media, of course.
Oh, yes, that's right.
It's crazy. And even now, on, this is people's career now. Social media has gotten to the point now people are actually going on live 24/7, and this is their business.
Yeah, making money off of hate.
They're making money off of hate. Okay. And so, but here's the thing. They have already moved ahead of the pack. For those people, they already know they got haters in the audience. They're not stopping their business. They're not stopping coming on live every day or how often they need to come on. They are still producing, mass producing. They're still doing what they need to do to achieve the next goal on the list, to cross that goal.
You're right.
That now I moved on, because I'm not going to allow this hater, this jealous person, this person who's intimidated by my growth, this uneasy person to stop me from pursuing what God has called me to do.
You're so right. You're 100% right.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going. So those persons that you had mentioned, Well, I wonder, are those people still involved in your life? How do you know someone who is like that or was like that? And if
That's
they
right.
still exist in your life or in your
Mm,
circle,
wow.
what are you doing about that? Are you still
Mm,
allowing those people to come in and start still causing some type of calamity in your life? Or are you, or if you have already blocked them out of your life because you're like, I don't got time for that no more.
that's right. Miss Strong said, haters reassure me that I'm shining. That's
And
so
I'm
true.
shining.
And
Mm-hmm.
you constantly have to pray tons of blessings over yourself, because even when the hate is coming to you, like I said before, we're all human. And yeah, our feelings will get
Mm-hmm.
hurt. Yes, we're going to feel some kind of way. There was something that was said to me the other day, and I was going to clap back, and I sat and wrote out a long message. I sent it,
Yes.
then I unsent it. You know how you could do that on Facebook. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, Tisha, because sometimes, and I just want to talk to my clapback girls. How many of y'all are my clapback girls? Okay, because I know that Trump is, she looks pretty over there, but she's from New Jersey. Okay, so I know she be out there with me. Listen, okay, God is still working on
What?
both of us. She's more back than me, but I stopped clapping back because I always say I'm opening up the door to negative energy. Because
Mm-hmm.
if I'm clapping back, the other person's going to respond. I am going to respond because I'm a Capricorn. I got to get the last word, last letter, last comma, decimal, period, sign, you name it. Okay.
Right, right. Yes.
And I just stopped myself from going there. Another thing I want to mention is that you mentioned something very good, Tawanta, about friends and family members and things like that. I know some people who are watching probably going to think, well, I know I have people around me who are negative, and every time I come to them about something, they talk about the obstacles instead of the victory or whatever. But
Yeah.
opposites attract. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I don't believe that opposite attract. Because when you mentioned that just now, Tawanta, about friends, families, things like that who are haters, it brought me back to yesterday when you were talking about puzzles. Like, you remember you said yesterday on Voxer that you like jigsaw puzzles. I
Yes.
feel like I don't feel that opposites attract. I feel like we're all at different shapes of a puzzle,
Yeah.
and we just fit. Like, I'm a different shape, and Tawanta's a different shape. Therese, who's our producer, she's a different shape.
Mm-hmm.
Shanta, Miss Strong, Tamika, all of y'all, LaShawn, Diane, you're all different shapes, and we just come together, right, to make
Mm-hmm.
a pretty picture.
To make a
So
pretty
that's what it
picture.
is. You got to find people who fits the pieces to your puzzle, right?
Yeah.
Where y'all
Yes.
may have different, like, you're not similar, but you're also not against each other at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
which makes, like, oh, she fits my puzzle. Like, she fits the pieces to my puzzle. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's something
Right.
that is important for us to have. So
Right.
again, you don't want haters around you, and you don't want to be the hater
Exactly.
at the same damn
Exactly.
time. Okay. You don't want to be the hater. You want to be like, you know what? That girl's successful. I don't want to do what she does, but it's okay. That's her lane. I'm gonna do what I do that's gonna help me to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do sometimes become envious and jealous of people who we feel or deem as further ahead of us. And nobody's really further ahead of you, right? They may have
Yeah.
started before you, or maybe making
Right.
more movements
Right.
than you are, but they're not really ahead of you. So it's like, we got to be like, okay, let me
Mm-hmm.
not hate on my sister. Let me not make judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think John, I'm not a hater. That's right. That's right. That's very important. Yes, yes. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Twanta.
and it's so important for us to really start supporting our sisters to let them know how much we really do appreciate their worth,
Mm-hmm.
to remind them that they're important, that they're special. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because, we don't know what women are dealing with or what people in general are going through right now, because they may have some people right now, they may have a hater in their life and
Oh yeah.
they live with them. It could be their
Mm-hmm.
spouse, it could be their parent, it could be
Mm-hmm.
a sibling, and it's straining, and it's very draining and very stressful,
Mm-hmm.
every single day to deal with that type of spirit, that type of
Mm-hmm.
behavior and attitude, and it can really do some mental damage to a person, and that's why I think this conversation is so important for us, because we don't know your issues or your stories, ladies. We don't know what you are dealing with in terms of people who are not 100% backing you up or whatever. But we
Right.
just remind you, to, don't allow people, haters, jealous people, envy, whoever, don't allow them to continue to dim your light or to, suffocate you in any form of fashion,
Right.
rob
Right.
rob you from your opportunities or whatever. This is the time for you to just go ahead, because here's the thing: they're expecting you to start January 1st. They're not
Mm-hmm.
expecting you to start tonight or tomorrow.
Right. Right.
They already believe, because you had told them, like, yeah, I'm thinking, beginning of the new year, I'm going to start my business, or I'm going to start writing my book, or I'm going to start this program, blah blah blah. But they don't think that, they don't believe you're gonna, well, they don't know you're gonna start now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You might like, you know what, I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna go ahead
Mm-hmm.
and write my plan, my agenda, and make it happen. So when January 1st gets here, I've already moved up ahead of the game.
Right.
You
Right.
know, and the person that hates you or blocking you or whatever, they don't know what to do, because what the
Mm-hmm.
little tools that they had set up, they can't use it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They can't come up to you and start throwing darts in your direction and try to, stop you from moving forward, because you already moved ahead already. You moved ahead a month ahead. That's what I'm trying to say. You already moved a month ahead versus
Mm-hmm.
wait to January 1st. And I
That's
think
right.
we all condition ourselves, to like, okay, after the ball drops, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lose weight, or I'm gonna go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and do this, I'm gonna do that, whatever. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But why wait till January 1st
Mm-hmm.
to do it? Do it
Exactly.
now. Do it now.
Exactly.
That's all
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying. Just do it now. What do you think,
I,
Tish?
yeah, I do agree with that. And another thing I want to say is this,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to get into Shanta's comment too, because I really like her comment. But I feel like, certain people around you are always going to be haters. As you get higher and higher in success in your life and business, you're going to have people who are haters. Okay. But we got to stop putting so much
Mm-hmm.
shine on them.
Shine.
It's
Yeah.
like my daughter, my oldest daughter, Aurora, and her youngest brother, Roran. Roran always gets on her nerves. She's like, "Mommy, Roran gets on my nerves." I'm like, "Oh," and she gets so upset. So
Yeah.
I'm like, you let him get on your nerves.
Right. Right.
This
Right.
is
Right.
I want to really help somebody here real quick. Don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think about it. Don't clap back. Don't be messy along with them. Yes, they're wrong. I get it, sis. They're wrong. What they said to you is wrong. What they did to you is wrong. But don't mention it. You're giving it so much energy that it's taking yourself away from what it is you need to be focusing on. So I want y'all to type in the comments right now. I'm going to stay on track.
I'm gonna stay on.
Just like the New York City subway, just like the LIRR, just like the Amtrak, rain, sleet, snow, they
Yep.
stay on
They stay
track.
on track. Yes,
They
they
may
do.
slow down a little bit, but it's still on
Mhm.
the same track. Ain't no detouring. Ain't no going the
Right.
other way. If
Right.
you're on the express, you're going to express. You're going to skip some stops. You're on the local train, you go on the local. Okay?
Right.
But the bottom line is that if you detour off, because I say this because we got to get over some stuff here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's so much. Listen, 365 days is a blink of time.
Yeah.
It comes and it goes.
It sure
Okay?
does.
And we can't get that back. That's the major thing.
You
We
can't
can't get that back.
you can't
So
get it.
it's we got to make time our power and our momentum and our resource and leverage it the right way, and not allow individuals around us to get us off track. We allow it. Because a person going to be a person, a hater's going to be a hater. There's some people that just bred around moms and aunties and uncles and grandparents who embedded that in them, and they just
Right.
accept it as what it is.
Yes.
So you really
Yes.
got to feel sorry for the person more than angry, because if that's the energy that they operate on a day-to-day basis, it's sad,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
And you got to say, let me keep going my course. Let me keep my assignment. It's just like when Jesus was in the boat and the storm came. Everybody was going crazy. Jesus was taking a nap.
Yes. Yeah.
And I say, I want to be the calmest person in the room. I don't
Yes.
care if there's another pandemic that comes. I don't care if my social media shuts down. I don't care. I'm going to be the calmest person in the room.
Right.
Right. And that you being the calmest person can make some people angry. Some people want you to turn up. Some people remember back in the day, Shanta, when Shanta was windmilling, or when LaShawn was getting upset talking for 2 hours on the phone. They want you to go back, but you gotta say, I'm gonna stay on track.
Right.
I
Right.
got a one-way destination. I don't got a two-way destination. And I get it. You know what I mean? There's times where I'll inbox Teresa Twonta and it's just venting. Like I gotta dump some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I'm like a little, that's just really just dumping. After that, Teresa will tell you, I don't talk about it. I don't think about it. It's going out of my mind.
Out your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can't dump to the wrong person because they're gonna tell you to quit. Girl, you don't need to girl, just stop. You don't need to lose no weight, girl. See, you just told me it's making you throw up and ache and pain. Just stop. Just stop. You look good. I know you got the high blood pressure and the hypertension, the diabeticals. I know that. But you want to go to somebody and be like, girl, I understand. Okay, let it out. Let it out. All right, let's keep going. Let's stay on track.
Stay on
So
track.
stop allowing people to make you upset. Stop allowing a hater to operate as a hater in your life. And just let stuff go. We got to learn how to do that. And I get it. It's hard, y'all. Listen.
It is.
But it's so rewarding. Because, again, you can't, just like you don't accept energy, you can't invite energy either.
That's good. Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Can't invite the wrong energy. That's that double-edged sword that we got to really understand how to manage and maintain.
That's right. That's right. So let's move on to our third point, ladies. Oh, yes. You got to stay ahead of the tricksters and deceivers. Ooh, child. We got to stay ahead of them, baby. The tricksters and deceivers. And when I think of tricksters and deceivers, I think of Jacob in the Bible. His brother Esau and Jacob.
Right.
Jacob was the deceiver. He was the trickster of the family. He deceived his own. Yeah, he deceived his whole family. His father, his brother, and his uncle. And that comes back to haunt you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful of people that are tricksters and deceivers. People may say they really care about you, but honestly, they have a whole nother trick up their sleeve. They may say they got your back, or they definitely want to support your business, but you got to be careful how close you have company, how close that company.
Oh Lord, I know that firsthand.
Okay, you got to be careful with that. Especially when they see that you have made some changes in your life, that you have exercised in your faith, and you have made, you have eliminated some stuff, and you just really have been headstrong about stuff. You got to really watch these people, because they don't want to see you, again, they don't want to see you prosper in any form or fashion. So you got to be careful about those people. And even those that you probably have known for a minute, those the one that hurts the most, because when you draw into their kindness and their sweetness and their compassion and this, that, whatever, and once you are really like in that position, like, oh, I really trust her, or I really, really comfortable with that person, then that's when things change. That's when you get to see how this person just took the carpet right under your that fast, right? And just messed up everything that you worked hard for, that you especially if it comes to your business or something that you've been pondering on for a while, and they've been there to help you through the good time and the bad times, but honestly they're just taking notes. They are, and they're going to take in or rob some ideas from you. They're going to rob your birthright, steal your birthright, if that makes sense, right? So you got to be careful of those individuals that that are deceivers.
That's right. You definitely do.
And deceivers don't have to look all, they don't have to look devilish or any form of fashion. They could be just as nice looking, handsome looking, just as clean cut all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's why it's so important for you to learn about discernment so you can know the spirit of that person, to see how true they really are about you as a person. How true are they really are about that relationship?
Right.
You
Spot
know,
on.
I'm just saying. What do you think, Tish?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
And you also got to understand that people change.
Yeah,
People
people
do change for the bad, just like people change for the good. There's people that do change for the bad. So you got to recognize that, like, oh, this person switched up on me.
yeah.
That's what happened to me, recently, and I had to eliminate a few people out of my life because I'm like, no, you just totally switched up,
Wow.
and you got to definitely,
And that hurts.
it does. It's very
Jeez.
hurtful. It's very hurtful. You just got to really take for people for who they are and whom they are and what they are, and just
Yeah.
go on your merry way. Another thing that I mentioned is that people sometimes what happened. Another situation that has happened and transpired for me is as you start to elevate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, I said no matter if it's a big milestone or a small milestone, it's a milestone, it's a win. There's going to be people who are watching you who wants to capitalize on your effort. So you got to be
Mm-hmm.
very careful with that, because what is it, wolf in sheep's clothing, like
Yep.
that type
Yep.
of mentality. That's
Yep.
definitely
Yep.
like, I call that a undercover trickster and deceiver, where on the outside, oh, this person looks credible, they look amazing, okay. When you get behind the curtain, it's a totally different story. And I do always believe in, yes, give people the benefit of the doubt, but also understand that when people show you who they
Mm-hmm.
show you who they are. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So definitely be mindful and careful of that, and protect your wins. Protect, your community. You know what I mean? Don't give so many people access to your world, because that can be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? That can be very dangerous. So definitely keep in mind the individuals, pick right individuals around you that not only you influence them, they influence you at the same time. So that is definitely important.
Yeah, and it's also
Hmm.
important too, ladies, to really study what you are getting into.
Oh yeah.
Study the people that you are soon to build or develop a relationship
Hmm.
with as well. You know what I mean? Just don't jump
Right.
in that car or that bandwagon, if you will, and like, oh, I met someone that's just like me. Her personality is like my personality and all of that or whatever. Really just take your time with those individuals, or take your time with that plan, or that job offer, whatever it is. Do your homework, do your
Hmm.
studies
Take your
on.
time.
Yeah.
If you're, and I have to I'm glad you mentioned that, Tawana, because I actually tell myself this a lot. There's times where I get so anxious, where I'm just like, oh my God. And I
Mm-hmm.
tell myself, Leticia, slow it down.
Yeah.
Because that's how
Yeah.
sometimes you have people around you that are tricksters and deceivers, and they just want you to hop off anything out there. And you got to say, let me stay on track, right, Paula, to what it is I have going on, to what it is I'm doing. Because what's going to happen is if you put too much on you,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I know in the Bible says God won't put on us more than we can bear, but sometimes we put stuff on us that ain't supposed to be on us, and it takes us away from the things that we're supposed to be focusing on.
Yeah.
So I call those, like, what's the term we use in the business world? Tire pushers.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be that tire pusher that wants to juggle and push so many tires up the hill, because that's hard. Paula
Wow.
said, "Don't be anxious." Wow, I was typing that as you spoke it. Oh, awesome, Paula. Yeah, don't
Mm-hmm.
be so anxious. Like, obviously, be inspirational, be inspiring. Always think big. But
Yeah.
sometimes we want things now. We want things fast. We want things quick. We want things in a microwave way, and everything has a process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And some of us haven't earned the right to
Right.
reach that destination because we want to take days off. We want to sleep till 10 o'clock in the morning, or we want to
Yeah.
make excuses of why we shouldn't be doing what we're supposed to be doing. So we got to earn that right. I told my clients, and this the other day I was like, our word for 2023 starting now is all in. All in
Mm-hmm.
meaning is that no, you don't have days off until you reach your goal. If it's
Mm-hmm.
multiple six figures, if it's multiple seven figures, you don't take off. It's like you get out there and you do the work. It's like, yes, God took off that 7th day, but again, he was done completing what it is he had to complete, and he earned that right. So we
Yeah.
got to do the same thing and operate that way.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Miss
Also,
Strong.
ladies, I just, was just thinking too, also don't be deceived by, what comes in front of you in terms of via social media,
Oh
when it
yeah,
comes to money, or, how to get a bigger investment or that kind
quick,
of stuff.
fast, easy,
Yeah,
all those words. And,
right.
and
Exactly.
Facebook is even eliminating some of those words where, yes, obviously we couldn't make, people can't make like income claims. Like back in the day, they'd be like, oh, we're going to earn you $50,000 a month. You can't use like this. Y'all don't see any ads like that anymore. Facebook shut it down. Even Grant Cardone can't even post his I can make you a multi-million dollars. They like, you know, he went live and complained about that a couple of months ago. It was so funny. But they're starting to eliminate those words: quick, fast, hurry, quick, because again, those are misleading.
Very much. Very
You
much.
know, and the people who create those things didn't earn it and didn't get to that accomplishment the same time
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
they advertise as, you
Absolutely.
know?
Yeah. And I say that to say, because, this is the holiday season. And I
Hmm.
know that a lot of, direct selling companies out there are doing what they need to do. And they are
Hmm.
very legit. For some of them are very legit, or what
Hmm.
have you. But you still have to be mindful about what are you investing in.
Right.
And you also have to watch to
And you
see.
have to do the work.
You have to do the work for sure, absolutely. But
Uh-huh.
don't get so caught up in the accolades of that consultant when they,
Uh-huh. Oh, that's a
absolutely.
whole nother conversation right there.
That is a whole other conversation.
I'm
It
glad you
is.
mentioned that, because even the
Yeah,
people you follow and listen to took them 6, 7 years to get
exactly.
that
That's what I'm trying to say.
high
Yeah,
end role. So
right, right.
that's a good topic to talk about. Because
It is.
here's the thing: me and Twonta are not bashing network marketing. Let's make that clear. 'Cause her and I both are in network marketing right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But we're
yeah,
trying to say that the reality of the business. I firmly believe that there are people who get into network marketing who don't understand the concept of the fact that they're selling themselves more than the product.
hmm,
And they have to understand that it is a process to get to the top of whatever, rank or
yeah.
accomplishment that you want to do.
It
So
is a process. and
yeah,
and,
but it
and
is
and not
possible.
even but in anything that you want to do. I mean, I
Anything.
came across this a person on YouTube that I actually follow, and she's really good at what she does. She comes on and she gives you ideas as to how to actually access money the right way, and
Mm-hmm.
she does it very, very well. She gives you the easy step-by-step steps how to do it, especially on Amazon. Like if you want to
Right.
create like a puzzle book. She goes through the process of
Oh,
how to
that's
do that,
cool.
those kind of things. And like I said, there are some, legitimate programs or videos
Mm-hmm.
or whatever that can truly help you. But
Mm-hmm.
the key word is you do got to do it to make that thing happen. But it won't
Exactly.
happen like immediately.
It's
So
not
of
immediate.
course, yeah. And even for those who say, oh, you could get $5,000 in 30 days. Well, that might be true, but it may not happen for you like that in 30
It
days.
may not. I'm
You
glad
know?
you mentioned that. Another
Yeah.
thing I feel too, on the flip side of this, I feel like a lot of people, and they probably some of y'all who are watching this, you be trickstering yourself. I don't know if that's the word, but you probably
Yes.
doing that. It's like I made a post the other
Yes.
day talking about you may be in recession, but I ain't. Because that's what I hear on the news now. We're in recession. We're in recession. No, you're in recession.
You
Miss
are.
Leticia Campbell is not in recession. Somebody made a silly comment under my post or whatever. And she's like, yeah, well, they really is a recession. We can't fight that. No, you are in recession. I'm not. See, we gotta stop
That's
allowing,
not my
the
address.
news and stuff, they tricks us too now. Y'all gotta understand why they say certain terms that they
That's not
say.
my
'Cause
address.
Yes, because the first thing they're gonna do that you're gonna do as a consumer, you're gonna run to the grocery store and get a bunch of toilet paper. Then you're
Yep.
gonna say the toilet paper shortage. Then
Yep.
everybody else is gonna run and make sure, oh, I got toilet paper wipe my butt, because we can't run out of toilet paper. Like, come on. Everything else we can run out, but not the toilet paper. So it's a money thing, you
Yeah.
know? it's almost like the Matrix. And I feel like sometimes, especially Twonta, myself, and a lot of the people who are around me, we're not plugged into the Matrix. We see what's going on, and we gotta understand. No, you're not gonna put that word on me, because if I'm going to say I'm in a recession, I'm gonna operate that way. Go ahead, sis.
We're being deceived now. I know we're gonna move on to the last point, but we're being deceived now when it comes to the economy. When we go to the grocery stores, you know, if you notice, and I think we have already noticed it, that when we get like a pint-sized ice cream, that pint ain't no pint.
Nope.
But yet you
tater
still
chips ain't full either. The bag of tater chips, it's half full.
Come on.
Okay. So I don't need all that air in my bag, because once I open it, I roll it up. Don't matter if it's air in it or not. Yes, girl, you preaching on that.
Okay. You buy this big old bag of chips, and then you open it, and it's this much.
This much chips. I order packs of brown sugar. They come in an individual packs at 50. I'm like, wait, there's 35 in here. Wait, 1, 2, short time to me. Well, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. I know you leading to somewhere.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, we are being deceived anyway every day by the economy, by what politicians say, and our local government, all of that too. And I mean, that's just how it is. That's just life. Yes, I know. But you still have to be aware. You still got to be, smart enough to understand and know. Not to get caught up in that, because
don't get it. Don't. Yeah. I stopped complaining about the prices like a week ago. I did. I said, if the price is going up, I got to turn it up. Okay, because that's the world. That's reality. That happened even before we were born, where milk prices went up, gas prices went up over the price of the current living situation. They doing 2 less. I need my other half of the bag. Yes, and you gotta pay for your shopping bags now. Like now it's like when me and my husband go to the grocery store, I'm like, you forgot the bags. I gotta pay for bags. That was your whole shopping trip.
Girl,
you gotta pay for the bag.
We being tricked, okay?
Yes. Yeah,
we being tricked. But I'm just saying,
brainwash. Yes, Shanta.
The truth is, ladies, you don't want to get in that position of being deceived by people that you put your time, your heart in, in that person. Because honestly, it's a heartbreaking situation. And I think we've been deceived before. We've been tricked before, and it had affected us in some form of fashion. And thank God, for the majority of us, we can say, well, I survived it. I'm not going to go through that again. And just pray we don't. But like I said, the devil is very, very crafty. When he can come in, and like I said, the person could be just as nice and sweet and pretty and this, that, or whatever. But honey, before you even blink another eye, that person just cuts you up just like that. And you don't even see it until it's too late. So you just got to be on your P's and Q's as you are moving ahead of the pack. You just got to be careful. As you're moving forward, the enemy's going to come and start distracting you and, and saying certain things to you and all of that. Exactly, Keisha.
That's right.
That's why I'm seeking God on a whole other level now. Exactly.
All the level. Stronger. Yes. Have more conversations with God. Spend more time with him, even if it's for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever.
Yes, that's so important. You have to talk to him first anyway, because he is the one that will direct your path, right? And show
my husband and I have a Muslim friend, and he'll stop. We could be anywhere. Like we went to the Viking game, not the actual game, but we have a Viking bar in our area. And he'll stop, pull his rug out, and go. And I'm not Muslim, nor will I ever be Muslim, but I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they pray so much. And I'm like, we as Christians, Baptists, whatever denomination you are, we got to do that sometimes, to spend that time, more time. I got so mad at my husband because as the guy was praying, he was like, how you know which area the sun set? Because, they pray. I was like, why can't you ask him after that? Like, it's so rude. Because he was like, I know when the sun sets and stuff. Like, I don't, like, you don't ask that.
But he asking what a lot of us be thinking.
I know, but he's That's because he'll forget just like me. Like so a thought comes in, if I don't write it down, it's gonna be
Mhm.
gone. So he has the daddy brain, I have the mommy brain, but it's just the inappropriate.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Oh man.
Awesome.
Let's go to our last point, ladies, before we move on to our what's news. The last point, ladies, as to why you need to stay ahead of the pack is the manipulators. That is something, ladies, we definitely got to be sharp on as we moving ahead.
Mm,
Is we got some manipulators in our season. Okay, every single one of us have manipulators in our season, and we got to be on the up and up to know who is real and who's not, who is a cheat, who is a liar, and a deceiver. All of that pretty much
mhm,
falls in the category anyway. But if you ever been manipulated before, you know the outcome of it, and it did not
mhm,
feel good at all, and it really tarnished the relationship that you had with that person. But I'm
mm,
telling you right now, ladies, that as you are moving ahead of the pack, you need to be really be laser focused on
mm.
these people that's going to come in your direction. It's going to happen. You
It
can't run
is
from it, no matter
all
how
the time.
hard you try. If you say yes, Lord, I will, then guess what? The devil gonna be, yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm
Okay.
ready too. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
And study manipulation, y'all. I think that really
Yes.
helped me when I had the opportunity to study narcissism and manipulation,
Yeah.
gaslighting, gray rocking.
And there.
There's so many terms that I learned,
Mm,
where it comes to where somebody can do something wrong and then overbear you with gifts. That's a form of manipulation, and they go right back to being the same person. Study what is manipulation? What does it look like?
right.
What does it
What does it
feel like?
look
Because
like? Yeah.
that and the reason why I say that's important rather than run from learning about it is because when you're being manipulated, you know that you're being
You
manipulated.
know
When
it.
you're being gaslighted, you know that you're being
Yep.
gaslighted, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
when you're being love bombed and you know what love bomb, the definition of what love bomb is and what the experience is, you're like, oh, you're love bombing me. You don't really
Mm-hmm.
mean what you say. You're just love bombing me, which is not
Mm-mm.
love.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So study it, guys, because it does help.
It
It really, really
really
does.
does help. And as a matter of fact, that word gaslighting has been inducted into the what's that the dictionary? What's that new dictionary that I can't think of it. They always add
Webster,
new words. I think so. Maybe it might be Worcester. I don't know. But
yeah, I
every
got
year
so many
they have new
dictionaries.
words. They put the word gaslighting
Thank
is inducted
God.
in the dictionary. Anybody about that? If you saw that on the virtual news I saw it on Facebook. They have the little
Right. I didn't see that, but
yeah,
when I heard the word and I heard the term, I felt
yeah,
so liberated. Because a lot
right.
of
Me
times when
too.
we are being manipulated, but we don't know what form of manipulation it is because
Yeah,
it has so many variants to it.
yeah, it
Now we
does.
know, oh, I know what to call that now when I'm being treated in that way. And you're
Exactly.
just not overlooking. Like people can gaslight you even when they're apologizing. Y'all know that? I have a family member that
Woo-hoo!
does that. I don't talk to her anymore because
Yeah, because it's like you
that's
got
one thing
sliced
she
and
does where they're like, well, I'm sorry if you got
Ooh,
upset.
paper cut.
And for years, even
Yes.
since childhood, I thought that was an apology. That's not. If somebody said, "I'm sorry if you got upset," you ain't apologizing. I apologize that I got
Mm-hmm,
you mad,
mm-hmm,
Miss Strong. I apologize, Paula, that
mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm.
did that to you. I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
That's an apology.
That's an apology.
I apologize that you got upset. That's total gaslighting you and putting the blame right back on you because you got upset. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
sorry.
And a lot of people don't know they are being gaslight until they feel it. And it's like getting a paper cut. You don't even know
Yeah,
you had a
you're
paper cut
confused.
until you feel that sting. You're like, oh, how did I get this cut? How did I get that? And then you realize,
Yes. Like, wait a minute. And you like, again, you don't know what to call it. You don't know what it
you
is. And
don't,
everyone around you is
because
probably
it
like, well,
was
they said
never
sorry.
taught
Let
like
it go.
right. It
You're
was
like, wait,
never taught.
I don't have closure though. Yeah,
Right.
go narcissistic behavior.
There you
And there are
go.
different traits of narcissism. There's a lighter trait and there's a strong trait, baby. Okay,
Girl.
so don't get yourself put in jail off of somebody else's foolishness. Hey, Ladavia, how are you? Miss Strong said, thanks for giving me the name to what I've been picking up on with people so I can call it out in prayer. Which name? We
Yeah,
said a
baby.
lot of those manipulative. I'm interested to know which one.
Which
Yeah,
one, sugar?
which one? Was it the love bombing, gaslighting, gray
And
rocking?
I'm glad you say that because we definitely need to study this for ourselves because
Mm-hmm,
as we are moving forward into our new, our new season, we are going to be around a lot of people. We're going to be
mm-hmm.
around people that are going to be supportive, sure, but we're going to be around people that, you don't know from Adam.
No,
She
yeah.
said all of them. She said all the words.
Oh, okay, great, great. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad.
Because here's the thing, and Letitia, we talked about this a while back. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the gaslighting and the manipulation, all that stuff was going on even with our parents' time.
Oh,
But they
yeah.
didn't know what that
They did
meant. They
not.
didn't know what it was. You
And it
know,
brought along so much trauma. And I know
yeah,
definitely from my family, it brought on
yeah.
trauma that trickled down to me, where there's
Mm-hmm.
certain things that I'm getting over now that I'm identifying what that
Right.
experience truly was. I was in a situation that was a narcissist situation, a gaslighting situation, all that,
Amen.
which is a
Yeah,
part of abuse. So that's hard to get over, especially if that's been already embedded in you from generation to generation to generation. So I'm so
absolutely.
glad that it's been brought out, especially now.
Very,
And it
very
goes
much
into
so.
your topic, Twonta, because Twonta comes up with all these amazing topics about
Mhm.
getting ahead of it. Study these things, y'all, because
Mhm.
that's you getting ahead
It
of
is.
it. Because every new level, there's a new devil. You may have a manipulative devil, a gaslighting devil, a narcissistic
There's
devil.
so
Like,
many of them.
be
Legion.
ready. Like, oh, I see. Okay, well, I see who you are. Let me put you over here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You really got to know the people that is around you, and because you don't want those persons to come in and infiltrate what you have worked so hard for.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want them to
Mm-hmm.
come and just bomb your whole dream,
Mm-hmm.
and make you like yo, you stole, or you this, or you the
Yeah.
thief, you the
Yeah.
lie,
Or you're the crazy one.
you the crazy one, and all this other
Yeah.
stuff, and especially with those tricksters, they are
Mm-hmm.
great manipulators, and I'm not giving the praise, but this is what they
Yeah,
do.
they're master manipulators. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what they exude. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Paula says somebody wrote a song about them backstabbers. They smile in your face all the time.
OJ's.
Don't take your place of
Yeah,
backstabbers.
that's the
Yeah.
OJ's. That's the OJ's. And that song is still powerful today, honey. That thing is
They
like
don't make
30 some
songs
years
that
old.
good like that no more. I tell you. Some of those
Yes.
songs, man, you hear somebody playing in their car, you're like, oh. Okay, somebody wants us to pin the words. We said gaslighting,
Hmm.
manipulating, narcissists, love bombing.
Yeah.
Men and women do love bomb.
Yeah.
Moms and dads do love bomb their children, which is not good.
Right.
Okay,
And
so
I think
definitely
that's
look
a
that
powerful
up.
word right there in itself, that love bomb. I don't think
Yeah, I don't. I've been love bombed, and it's not a good feeling. I tell you,
yeah.
it's made to look good initially, but it really that person who's love bombing you has an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, once
A
they
manipulator always has an agenda. They
always has an
always have,
agenda.
because at the end of the day, it's about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about them
Protect
anyway.
yourself,
They
protect
they
your heart.
protect themselves from not getting exposed. So what they do, they immediately turn that ring light off of them and put it back to you,
Yeah,
to
they
get
have to make
you
you look like you're the crazy one. They
that
have
you're
to
the insane, that you're the
because
loose.
they're insecure already about themselves. So making you look like you're just the most unstable, unreliable,
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable person is like
Yeah.
what they have to do. Yeah,
Right, right. And if that's something you have already encountered, but you just didn't know what word to, what to describe, that's what it is. A
exactly.
manipulator. It pure as simple. If you've been experiencing something like that, or somebody's been doing that to you, and you just can't figure out why they do that, why they act that way, why they
Hmm.
treating you this way, why they're making you think that you crazy, but knowing that it's not you, but
Hmm.
making you second guess yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
And you
Gaslight.
look crazy arguing with those type of people.
Girl,
You do, because you're not gonna. They're never gonna see your point.
they
That's
never
the
will.
thing.
They never
Being
will.
combative with them, the purpose is they want you combative. They don't want to. They don't want to see your point. So
An apology is not in their vocabulary.
it's
Don't
not.
expect a sorry from that because they
Yeah,
don't know
they're
how
gonna
to.
wear you out
Girl,
until you are just tired of talking. Like that's the goal. Like you're done talking about it. You're worn out. So you're going to retreat back into your huddle until they
mm-hmm,
bring you out again. So you really got to recognize that for what it is.
mm-hmm.
Like don't argue with people like that. It's going to
No,
drain the energy out of you.
amen.
Okay? Please listen to us. Okay? Please don't do it. Don't do it. The
Get
sky
into
is red to them. It's not blue.
shut up.
Okay?
Come on with it. So
Okay?
these are our 4 points, ladies, of our show, of our title tonight.
Yes.
I hope these points have truly been a blessing to you tonight, and I
Mm-hmm.
want you all to really seriously take this at heart and really start planning ahead and just go with it. You know, don't wait till
Mm-hmm.
December 31st, January, January 1st to start your business or whatever. No, make it happen. Just
Make
do
it
it
happen
now.
now.
And here's the thing: keep it to yourself. Don't share
Mm-hmm.
with anybody. Just keep it to yourself. It's between you and
Mm-hmm.
God anyway. So who else needs to be a
Yeah,
part of
honey.
that party?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're
Mm-hmm.
gonna move on to our what's news,
Yeah.
guys.
Hey, Tracy,
What's
I see you over there.
this is the
What?
a segment where we actually introduce to you some articles that you don't normally hear on your local news station. So we bring some articles from all walks of life, whoever it may be, just to inspire you, to encourage you, and just to let you know, like, oh, so this is what Sis is doing. So we have this one beautiful queen right here. Her name is Serena. Is that what her name was? It says Serena Quick becomes first Black woman to own Chick-fil-A
Oh,
franchises
wow.
in 3 states, y'all.
Did she say three?
3 states, baby.
Oh, that is awesome.
What?
That is awesome. Now, we love us some Chick-fil-A, honey.
My baby works at
I don't care what
Chick-fil-A.
nobody say. I love me some Chick-fil-A.
Wow. Her name is Serena Quick. She's beautiful.
She is very
Right?
pretty.
She earlier this month, she just opened a franchise in West Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
making her the first Black woman to own Chick-fil-A franchises in
Take over. The
Pennsylvania,
break's over.
Delaware, and New Jersey.
New
Hey, what's
Jersey.
up, City? Yep,
Oh,
Philadelphia,
New Jersey's
Pennsylvania,
neighbors to me.
Delaware, and New
Yes,
Jersey.
honey.
Come on. This is
That
amazing.
is awesome. That is really awesome. Because yes, she probably could have easily invested the money, make her own little store, but why not leverage a name that's already a household name? Like Chick-fil-A is a
Right.
household name, guys, right?
Yep.
And make
Yep.
money off of it. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right. Right. This is
Mm-hmm.
awesome. I'm just trying to get these ads out of the way. Lord have
Yeah, I
mercy.
know. We can.
So just said what else it says? So the young Black boys and girls in our community who are going to one day look at me or even at this opportunity and say, I too can do this. This is
That's right.
so beautiful. That's
That's
beautiful.
amazing.
Oh
Yes,
my goodness.
if I swing by New Jersey after all them tolls I gotta pay, I will definitely, park up in there. Yeah,
How far are you from Pennsylvania anyway? You're not far from
that
Pennsylvania.
far. I'm not that far from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
right there in that whole section. You got
right. I may go to the
Jersey.
Pennsylvania one.
Yeah,
Who's
you got
anybody in
Delaware.
Pennsylvania or Delaware, New Jersey in the chat? Let us know where y'all repping from. Let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
let us know if you're
so
in that
awesome.
vicinity. And let
So
them
she
know when you
said,
go in, be like, I heard y'all about y'all from the Sister Connection show. Shout us out. Hashtag us and tag us.
so her store is at 4040 City Avenue in Philadelphia, I believe.
Okay.
Um, and it's expected to create more than 100 jobs.
Oh
This is
yeah.
awesome, absolutely awesome. And she does have a Instagram account, I think, and yeah, this is great. So, ladies, go ahead and read this article. This is awesome.
Illinois.
She was also, after more than a decade in law enforcement, she
Oh,
was
good.
wow. Quick is excited about her future with the fast food giant and said her
Mm-hmm.
time at the organization has been nothing but positive.
Mm-hmm. That's
She said
good.
she's never been a part of an organization that cares more about people. A former federal probation officer.
All right now, so you know how to keep people in line.
Okay.
Yes, when you got people on probation, honey, they try to do all kinds of tricks and stuff.
Don't let that pretty face fool you now. Okay.
Yes, crack a whip. All right, Shanta's from Illinois till you.
Yeah, this is beautiful. I love these kind of stories. So, like I said, you probably won't see this on the 6 o'clock news
Nope.
or even the ABC World News Tonight, sugar. You probably won't even see it on there either.
No, if this is your first time hearing about this, type in the chat first time because we want to know if you heard it. If you already maybe it's showed up in your local news channel because it definitely show up here in New York. But if it's your first time hearing of this, amazing Black sister opening 3 Chick-fil-A's, baby. Type in first time.
Come on with it. Come on.
That's
And this
good.
is
That's
Black
great.
people.
That's
Yes.
black
So let's
girl.
move on to the next. I think we have another one. We have
Another
another
one. And
article
another one.
here for you. And that's the thing too with these What's News, that we definitely want you all to share it out to your news feed and to your sister friends, because you don't know, you may have some sister friends that probably is interested in becoming an entrepreneur in fashion, and she might be a little bit discouraged or what have you.
Right.
So
Or think it can't possible. And it is
right,
possible.
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's possible. You never know. And this is a former probation officer. She's all about that law and
About
order.
that
Okay.
business, honey.
She had a dream of being an entrepreneur, and not saying that, she had this under her belt all this time. We never know. I mean, you got to read the story to find out her history, if this is something that she's been doing in the back end for a while, or she just decided, like, hey, I'm going to give it a shot and see where it's going to take me. And it has taken her.
Yes, it's up and it's stuck. Yeah,
Yes.
so that was our only article.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Teresa, if you could pop the link. As a matter of fact, let me just pin it here on Zoom, but not on Zoom, on YouTube. But pop that Zoom link in there, guys. We're going to hang out for the afterglow. We're definitely going to be hanging out. First time, there's also a Black owner of Chick-fil-A in Nassau County. Where in that? What town? I'm from Nassau County now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's Long Island. Girl, what town, Tracy?
Tell us.
From Westbury, honey. Bury in the house, baby.
We in Nassau County.
I'm waiting for to show you the town now, because if it's anywhere by where I used to live, I will fall out. Okay.
Come on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. See, we taking over. Listen.
Come through.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Come on.
Someone posted it on Black. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. That's definitely that was not on the news over here. Okay. That definitely was not on the news over here. I did not hear about that.
Right.
But that's amazing. Yeah, so that's our only what's news for tonight. That's a great one. I'll love to spend any amount of time on that. But we're gonna step into the afterglow. And guys, like we said, the afterglow is just what we do after tonight's show. So we head on over there. Again, you don't have to have your camera on. You don't have to be all done up. It's not recorded. It's just an opportunity for us to hang out with y'all. Since y'all showed up for us, we want to show up for y'all. Okay. So start hopping over onto the link. If for somehow, some way, a password, you're asked to put in a password. The password is all lowercase sister. All lowercase sister. So just type that in, and then we will give you and grant you access. Okay. Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
Y'all, I have homework to do. I gotta go.
Yes, honey.
on this end. So, but oh, it's fun to be a part of that Afterglow, ladies, because you get a chance to talk about anything and everything and to recap about tonight's show. But it's just great to just have that sisterhood. And you guys get to, talk about whatever. And you're not going to be on there long either. It's just there for like at least good 30 to 45 minutes tops. No more than an hour at that, to be truthful and honest about it. And then that's it. So yeah, get ready for that, ladies. It's gonna be awesome. And again, this is our last episode, right?
Is it?
Is this our last
episode? Next week. Next week is the last episode for season 8.
Oh, okay.
Next Wednesday.
Gotcha. Okay, cool beans.
Oh, let me check the calendar real quick. Yeah, because again, the holiday season, well, there will be the last 2 weeks of the last 2 weeks of December. Wait, I'm looking at November. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, we'll talk, Twonta. We'll talk.
Of course.
We'll talk. I think we could put in one more show, but we'll see. We'll talk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies. So we're going to head on over to the Afterglow. Yeah. And I hope you ladies had a great night. And again, those of you who are watching us on YouTube, if you have not already, subscribe.
Yes. Miss Strong, all of you guys, please go on to our YouTube channel. Teresa, if you could put the YouTube link in the chat, come to our YouTube channel, or you just type in Sister to Sister Connection. Hit that subscribe button. All we need is 3 more subscribers to make 100 subs, y'all. 100. Help us out, okay? Help us out. Yeah, so we're going to close out. I already opened the Zoom room, so come hang out with us. I see LaShawn popped on the Zoom. So come hang out with us for a little bit. You don't have to be there the whole time. We don't be on long. We just want to chill with y'all, okay? Good night, guys.
Good night.
See y'all next week.
Bye.